Hello, it's Kristen Bryant with Stamping with Kristen. Today I want to show you one of our kits, Loveliest Wishes. And when you're looking at it online, it does not do it justice. There's such beautiful foil greetings on there, and I just want to show you what a great value this is. $14 for 9 cards and envelopes, and they're just beautiful. So I'm going to turn the camera around and show you how easy it is to make these cards. So when you get the greetings, you are going to get it in 3 languages, so you can either just pass on the different languages or just toss them. And the instructions are on this here, but do you see how you can't really see the words on there a whole lot? But then when you look here, they're just beautiful gold foil greetings. So like I said, in person, it just is so much better than how it looks online. So I'm going to do one of each card just so that you can see how quick and simple that they are to do. So the first one I'm going to do is a square card. So this comes with a square envelope, and to start with this one, you're just going to do some dimensionals. You go through a lot of dimensionals with this, and so I'm just going to put these. Yeah, this kit uses them on every card. So I'm going to just put this on, and I don't know about you, but I have lots of birthday cards that I send out every single month. And so this kit is just great because you can get 9 cards in not much time. So here is that, and then, and just so you know, on the inside it shows you exactly what to do for every single card. Some people like to just do their own thing. I like to just, for these kits, just copy them. Sometimes I'll try and make them last a little bit longer, but I think it's just great as is. For this vellum piece, I am going to just put, I'm at the end of the roll here. Let me see. Oh, no, okay. Just a little bit of adhesive in the middle because you can kind of see through the vellum if you're not careful when you put that on. So I don't put a ton like over here. And then all you need to do is pop out the happy, and then the birthday, which is right here. And I'm just going to put a little adhesive on here. And then I'll put some dimensionals on the back of that. I'll do 2 here. And then this card is done. Very simple, and because there's even some foil printed on here, that card does not take very long at all to do. All right, for the next card, this is more of your traditional style card, which is 5.5 by 8.5. And for this one, we're going to be using this pretty piece here and this coordinating vellum piece. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put adhesive just on this center piece, and then I'm going to adhere this to that. And then now I'll just carefully pop out the vellum. If you're pretty rough with the vellum, you could tear it, but it's not too bad at all. So here is this. So you can see that this one has some color to it, and then there's just the vellum on there. I'll move this aside. All right, now I'm going to take the birthday wishes, and so this is going to go right over this little rectangle, just like that, and I'm going to put 2 dimensionals on the back. See how quick these cards are to do? And they look like you've spent a ton of time on them. That's the best part. So I'm going to put this right in the center. And then in this little container, you get little glue dots, which you can use for your adhesive. I like to just use my Stampin' Steel, but you can use whichever you want there. And so I'm going to just put 2 of these down here and 1 of them up there. So here is the birthday wishes. All right, and now for the final card. Can you believe how quickly we're making these cards? So this one has a piece of a rectangle that goes on top, and then this is going to be with dimensionals. Each card has dimensionals on them. The last card I did has the least amount of dimensionals. It just says 2 on there, but I've been doing 5 on the other 2. Actually, we'll be doing even more with the next step of this. So here you go, and then I am now going to take from here, we're going to be using this flower, and then 2 of these pieces. So this has the additional ones for the other 2 cards that you would make with that. And then we're also going to be using the cheers from here. So then that's all the words that I'm going to be using, because these are all in another language that I am not going to be doing. So I'm going to put a dimensional on the back of each of these. And then we're going to start with the bottom one. So there, and then the greeting, cheers. Cheers could be for something else too, if you're just happy for somebody. It's not necessarily just birthday. And if you wanted other greetings, you could just stamp on the back side and do that if you wanted. I'm going to do just a little adhesive on the little leaf and the flower. And then this is going to go just like that. Isn't that cute? So I'm going to pull here all the cards. So I've done these ahead of time. And so here are these 3. And then we've got these 3. And then these 3. So they've got the square cards. And if you see the pieces that we layer, they have some texture to them, which is kind of nice. And then the envelopes have that same texture. So the envelopes are printed, but they've just kind of got a nice little texture to them. So Loveliest Wishes kit, it's a great one. $14, like I said, for the 9 cards. And I just love all of them. They're all ones that I will be proud to send to people. So if you are online, you can take a look at all of our kits. We've got so many, but this one I bought several of just because I just think it's so great, and then I can have a ton of birthday cards ready to go for family members, or I like to give cards as gifts too, so you can make up a pack of these as a gift, and people will love them because they all need birthday cards. Birthday is kind of the #1 reason people send cards off to people, so I always like to make sure that I've got a good stash on hand. So I hope you get time to create today and take time to send a card out to someone, and you can brighten their day. Thanks.